Hello everyone and welcome back to Conquest. Today we are going to do some building today. So, what we're going to do today, first of all, we're heading to Salt Flats and we're going to fix this. Because this is a mess and it needs to be cleaned up. So that's the first order of business. So, ready the time lapse. And there we go. Okay, I haven't done any deconstruction yet, but I did gather up a bunch of units. So now I've got 24 poly. Okay, you 24 are going to assist me. You 17 plus the other ones that have just scattered themselves across the map. See if I can go find them all. You 24, do some mining, because we're going to need titanium, and we're going to need a lot of titanium to build all these vaults that I have planned. So, okay, you guys help me. Let's deconstruct everything. Alright, looking good. Now there is an extra problem that I need to solve, and that would be I have some extra units, and they're just going to get in the way, and they're going to be annoying. So I'm going to bring them all over here, and we're just going to remove them. And there they go. This whole kind of square area here is just open space. I can put the entire export hub in that space, and that's what I'm going to do. Before we need to do that, we need something to power everything, and that is going to be a bit of a problem. So I'm going to build a very large impact reactor setup. Maybe I'm thinking like 8 or 9 of them, and then that hopefully should power everything. Alright, impact reactors, and I'm going to build them kind of like outside of the main square here. You see there's kind of rocks here, so I have all of this space to work with. Okay, it takes 4 cryofluid mixers to run one of these.
What?
So if we have 12 cryofluid mixers, I can run 9 of them. And that, I think, is the plan. For this, be careful not to delete the oh no artifact. Which, you know, I guess I could make the shrine now, huh? There we go. And then I can, of course, fill that in once I can get rid of these guys. Perfect! Okay, let's get some titanium. Let's try to get as much as possible. Alright, so this is making 2, 2, and 2. That's 6. Each cryofluid maker takes half, so I can actually run 12 of them off of this. Alright, let's make this cryofluid mixer. We're going to have to do it up here. This is where all the water is going to be coming from, because 70% efficiency on this stuff. Yeah, we need exactly 12, so 70% efficiency won't work. We'll grab our tileable fluid mixer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good grief. Okay, I'm gonna run liquid containers like this, and also like this, and that also should make a little bit extra as well. And let's cut that off, because I don't want this to eat our entire power, and that's 3,600 power just to make the cryofluid. That is half of an impact reactor. Wow. So now we need to grab our blast compound. Now I did a calculation on this. Each one of these takes 0.42 per second. If we multiply that by 9, which is how many we have, we get 3.86, and we divide that by 0.75. I forgot how to do math. You multiply it by 0.75, I think. Yeah, so we need 5. So let's just do 6. I forgot how to do math there for a second, but I figured it out, don't worry. Boom. I also forgot we're going to need more water. Okay, there's the coal. I guess I can do sand on the same kind of general area. Then we can put lead in the middle there. I just need to find a lead vein that I can grab. Right here looks good. Okay, that's a mess, but I think it's going to work. Lead's going in. Perfect. Coal's going in. Sand's going in. Excellent. Alright, now we need to get spores. Spores is going to be a problem. And you know what? I'm super lazy, so I'm going to use a mass driver. And we're going to slap down a nice vault. Boop. Nice unloader for blast compound, and then we can start feeding all of these. Actually, you know what? Let's just bite the bullet. We are going to have so much power, it's not going to matter. Let's just bite the bullet and do it up here. Alright, I want to know how much this is going to make. Okay, 132. How much do we need? 18 times 8. We don't have enough. Ta-da. And straight in. And then we could also just overdrive dome every single thing here to upgrade production if we ever need to, but I'm not going to worry about it for now. Okay, so this should all be primed. Okay, let's kickstart this before I run out of power. We should be draining heavy right now, yeah, minus 15k a second. Once these start spinning up, we will be back up in the positives by a large margin. Yeah, and we're still going up, and we're already at 41,000. Okay, sweet. So that looks like power's done. And another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start throwing some batteries down, just in case something happens. I don't think anything can, but if I'm an idiot and decide to overdraw my system, probably good to have some battery backup. Okay, this is all backed up, everything's all backed up, everything's overflowing. Perfect. Next up on the list, let's get rid of all this garbage over here. We don't need any more of it. Alright, sweet. And now we have this entire open space here to just build the export hub. So, first order of business on all of these is to get an export actually started. So there's, originally I said that I was going to do all 16 things, but I think that's completely pointless because when are you ever going to need sand if you already have silicon? So I might just ignore a few of these. Pyrite, I think I'll also ignore, and spores, because spores, pyrite, sand, kind of useless, maybe even coal too. So we definitely need copper, definitely need lead, definitely metaglass, definitely graphite. Skip sand, skip coal. We need titanium, thorium, scrap? No, we don't need that. Silicon, plastinium, phase fabric. And we need 2 more. So, surge and blast compound. Okay. Ta-da! Okay, so that's everything. We obviously don't have some blast compound right now, but if I really wanted to, I could just grab some from this overflow vault, throw it down right there, and then we can get some exporting. Okay, sweet. So, boom. There's all the resources we have, 12 in total. So now what? Well, we need to build a giant launch pad setup, but we need to curve it over here so we can send it straight up the middle. So let's do that now. So there we go. Another thing that I need to do is speed this up because the unloaders are slow. Bam, bam. There we go. Unloaders are much faster. So now we need to do the fun part of bringing this line all the way up. But first, let's do a little bit of planning. So let's move this up a bit more still. And it is going to get thinner as we go up further because I'm going to place a lot of vaults and a lot of launch pads. Alright, so I'm thinking 5 for each one. So let's make a single cell real quick. I just had a thought. Can you unload from launch pads? Oh, ho ho ho! We're gonna store everything in launch pads then. So each one of these is 100 a minute. So what are we saying about 1,000 a minute? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 500. How about 2,000? This is 2,000 a minute. Yeah, you can see why titanium gets very expensive very quickly because these use 150 plus 200 lead plus 350 copper plus silicon. It doesn't matter because we're getting like 10,000 a minute. So and now they're going to try to mine copper so much to keep up with this. So instead, I'm just going to cut the lines so we're not wasting resources right now. And of course, there's so much space here. We could definitely add more launch pads. Okay, you know what? Let's just start getting everything else done first. So time lapse time. Here we go. I'm going to go at the time lapse until I run out of resources. Alright, well I made it about halfway before I ran out of everything. I'm only making 11 things. Well that's asymmetrical and very annoying, so I'm gonna make another one just for the funny. What else should I make, fellas? You know what? Scrap. We're doing scrap for the funny. Okay, now I'm just gonna sit here and let my drones do some mining. I'm gonna send the polys on mine as well, and hopefully they'll have everything done in like a few minutes, and then I can build the next half. And then eventually I'm gonna upgrade this because we're not using very much space right here. Look at this. And then we've got all of up here to have like the central control system. Yeah, don't ask me how that's gonna work out. I have no idea. I'm definitely winging this, by the way. I have no idea what I'm doing. But, I mean, I think this is gonna work. Any export hub that launches, like, what is this, 2,000 right now? 2,000 a second? Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I can take literally anything with that. You know, another thing that I did forget to do is power. We're gonna need to power all these. There we go. If I do a cool design like that, there we go. Look at all the little stars I'm making. All right, sweet. I got all the little stars connected. So each one of these nodes will take 4.8K, 4.8 times 6. Uh-oh. 60,000. Uh-oh. So it looks like I am gonna need to be boosting all of this. All right, everything's boosted now. And now we're up to 70,000 power. I still don't think that's enough, to be honest with you. How much battery do we have? Yep, it's going to take 60,000 power to run it. We're making 70. I am going to fill more places with batteries. Oh, never mind. We're actually done on resources. Okay, well, Polly's back to helping. Let's get this done. Seriously? I need like 5 pieces, and then I'm done? You kidding me? There we go. Alright, so there it is. This is the beginner version. Right now, can launch 2,000 at one time. It's a single burst thing, but if you remember correctly, on, what was it, 223? I threw 100 pieces of phase fabric into a launch pad that was connected to nothing and launched it. And I did that maybe half an hour ago. It's still launching 100 a minute. So if I just press the single launch button, it launches 2,000 a second. I turn it off and then I go to the place that I'm going. I should theoretically still get 2,000 each minute. That's the theory anyway. If it doesn't work, oh well. All right, so let me get all the power nodes in now. Oh, I've been muted the whole time, dude. No. Okay, so I just did a bunch of building, but my mic was muted, so you didn't hear anything that I was saying. So I'm just going to basically show you around what I did. I am disappointed in myself. Okay, so the first thing I did was I added some lights. Very nice. They're on a separate grid from the actual launch pad, so we can actually see in the dark. I don't think it's night right now, but it was night. What else did I do? Right. Up here, I made a little list of what we all need to get. This is what we all need to get still. We have, obviously, these 3, and then we gotta get everything else, except for thorium. We'll get into that later. And then here I've got the master switch. If I connect these 2, then the entire launch system will turn on because it's connected via these power nodes. Very nice. 125. I went to 125, and I built a bunch of thorium exports. And we are making 17,000 a minute. Very impressive stuff right there. No idea if we're ever going to use any of that, but we're making it, so there we go. Yep, there's basically we've got these 3, that, this, that, and that are all thorium exporting. So yeah, that's kind of a lot. Oh yeah, I also took a page out of Salt Flat's books and I set up some impact reactors to power all of this. Very nice. So next time I'm thinking we go to 124. We make some phase fabric with all the thorium and sand up here. And then probably finish out the export hub, and then maybe test out our export hub in some bozo sector, just launch millions of resources over to it, and see how well it does. What? There's an enemy here. I've captured this sector. What are you doing? Okay, well, that's weird. Anyway, alright, that's going to be it for today. I'm going to look at this thing, see if I can improve it, and let you know if I can. Goodbye.